Okay.
Well, when you have your former governor and the sitting governor, all of them watching from the stands, definitely you just want to win. Because some people come out of it and some they did come out of it.
Okay.
Each of them gonna get cars.
Houses, cars.
So you see, we're talking
money.
about 2 million. 2 million was just nothing. I told you. So many things come with you being a champion. Once you get to win, it's not all about what the federation or the organizer is going to give you, but what's going to come out from it. Imagine each of the players getting cards. So 2 million is just a drop in the ocean for all of them.
The organizers can do a lot better than 2 million naira. That remains the bottom line. The traveling expenses to actually prosecute all these games. 2 million naira for the champions, not good enough at all. But then to the game itself, check out those goals.
I think the 2 million should go for charity then.
Are you being serious?
Yes, for charity. Yes, this crazy festivity period is
these
coming.
Nigerian clubs, they need a lot. They need all the monies they can get, to run their team. So that money is not going to charity, believe me.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay, coming from Tayo there. All right, let's flip over now for the sports paper reviews. Let's see what the papers are saying on the show today. And our guest who joins us live in the studios, we're talking about Bada Akitode Johnson, a sports analyst. Great to have you on the show.
Feels fantastic as always to be here. Let me just quickly pick on from where he stopped, talking about the prize money for the FA Cup not being big enough incentive or not being representative of what is a worthy winner should get. And the simple reason for that is because the property, the FA Cup, isn't marketable enough at the moment in time. There is no corporate that is willing to pay a lot of money to be a title sponsor. And it's when you market it and you sell it that you're able to attract the kind of funds that would mean you can give big prize monies, you can give big individual awards and prize monies to players who have excelled and stuff. So the key thing really is to bring back the glamour, bring back the fans, bring back the following, the passionate following with which people followed this particular competition in the 80s, in the days of the Leventis United and Abiola Babes. It was marketable. People left their homes, thronged, the stadia to watch these teams play this competition. It was glamorous. People wanted to see it. It's got to get back to that stage for corporates to put money in it, for brands to want to associate with it, and then for the money to come that we can give out as prize money and the other works.
Yeah, hopefully.
You just mentioned Leventis and Abiola Babes and all that. Those were Lagos clubs and all. So at that time, they actually dominated. So it's easier for you to want to go watch your team play. But right now, when you're looking in the past 5 years, or so to speak, in the past 4 years consecutively, we're having teams from other states actually coming here to Lagos to play. It's difficult. It's difficult for you to who are you going to look forward to?
I'll tell you something.
Because you're having Aimba coming, Heartland coming, Lobi and Akwa. I was even surprised that the crowd was even as much as this. Because you're looking at these two teams who are really not competitive when it comes. They're not Lagos team to start with. They are not one of the big teams in Nigerian professional football league. So people actually turning out to watch this game. I was surprised by the numbers of fans that I saw here.
I'll agree with Cecilia, but there's a suggestion I perhaps want to talk about. If we're going to be having a Federation Cup final, perhaps you need to consider the teams, the regions from where they're both coming from, and probably have another place play, not necessarily in Lagos. It's just a suggestion.
No, that makes sense.
I think
it does make sense.
Makes sense,
and it would be an exigency plan based on the reality.
Yes.
But if we're working by standards, I mean, take England for instance. Everybody knows where the FA Cup final is going to hold. It's at Wembley. It doesn't matter what teams are playing. It doesn't matter what part of England they're coming from. People will come, and that's what you want. So Lagos is the final ground.
Okay.
But if it was glamorous enough, if it commanded the sort of following, if we had the sort of attraction that it should have, it wouldn't matter if it was Kano Pillars or Lobi Stars. People will still want to watch it. Exactly, that's what we need to do. We need to fix.
Don't you think it was because it was taken away from Lagos? That was the reason it actually dropped.
No, I don't think so. I feel
for a while, Federation Cup wasn't in Lagos, it was just across states and all that. Then they're trying to bring it back now. So at that time, look at the period when it was not in Lagos, went to other states, and now coming back to Lagos. It will definitely take a while.
I don't think
for fans to start going back to the stadium.
It is one of the problems. It is not the problem.
Okay.
The problem is that as a property, we haven't built enough equity. I mean, I do brand publications. I know how you build properties and how you sell properties and how you make them so big that people want to be a part of it. It should be a big event in the diary of a football fan. It must be one of the to-dos for the season. You must say to yourself, it does not matter where I am in Nigeria,
Okay.
when it is time for the FA Cup final. People in
I will
England buy
travel.
tickets for the FA Cup
advance,
finals
yeah.
ahead.
I don't even know who's going to play.
They don't know if their clubs are going to play.
Okay,
Yeah, you're spot on.
We'll
You're
get
spot
there.
on, Akitunde.
We'll get there.
It just means the NFF have their work cut out really
Absolutely.
in building this particular
The marketing
competition to that level.
department has got to be thinking, double over time on how they're going to make the FA Cup as well as the league more attractive.
Yeah,
Even the league
absolutely.
is suffering a cash crunch because the money that the current sponsors put in it is barely enough to go around.
It's not enough. Very crucial.
Okay, let's just take a look at the road to the finals. It wasn't really too easy for them. By the end of the day, they got there, and after getting there, they got the best out of it. For Akwa United, if you check before they actually got to that finals, beating some top clubs that you wouldn't even expect them they were going to beat and all that. But what is important is that they were able to get there. Now, check out the road to finals. Akwa Salet as the first team, of course.
That's a derby.
That is the state final and all that. Then check out the other one against the Hatu United round of 64, where they started 6 goals to nothing. Where Friday actually, got in the score sheet there for him to remain one of the highest goal scorer against Peacemakers.
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 Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
We're getting a case with that.
That's not a good name. That's not a good football
FC
club
like
name.
just a long goal.
Peacemakers.
Manchester United that one
you get
ended
pounded.
penalties and all that. And against Nasarawa United, which was really crucial for them. And of course, they won that one by just a lone goal, and that was enough to send them to the finals. Now, there you have the awards for Friday Ubong. In the score, he didn't score in the game yesterday, but before that, he already had 6 goals to his name for him to win the Golden Boot Award. And of course, for Abdulafiz Wal, for most valuable player
shot.
for the
That's
tournament. That shot
thunder.
alone was definitely,
What a strike.
you would say.
That is a strike that can win any tournament.
Definitely.
I mean, he really, if he rehearsed it, he did it at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, apart from that strike, all the other goals that were scored in the final, but
Fitting
incredible
for a
advertisements.
finale.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you saw that game yesterday, you would have wanted to see another local game, and it just reminds me of the finals between Enyimba and Warri Wolves as well. It had some amazing goals in there, and I was wondering, I mean, how is it that these guys aren't able to produce this on a regular basis in the MPFL? Because if they can't, then people would go to the stadium. People want entertainment, and that's top quality entertainment.
Right there.